We had a body fat machine that consultations come in. We give it to them and say, hey, would you like to know where your body fat's at? And if you go to someone on the floor, we're not going to say, hey, do you want personal training? We just hand them the body fat machine. They say, oh, wow, my body fat's pretty high. Or what does this actually mean? Conversation started, potentially get them to the desk for a sale and send them off to one of the trainers. I had this young lady walk in. She was mid 40s and she said, I'm 5'8", and she was like 300 pounds. I'm so serious. Give her the body fat machine. She's holding it. And it said NA, which showed error. And I looked at it and I wasn't over dramatizing. That's it. And I was like, look, your body fat is unacceptable at this point. We get to talking and I'm asking her the basic questions. I said, hey, do you want to go through a consultation? The consultation consisted of me taking her through a small workout, making sure to answer any questions while she's on the floor, pushing her to her limits, not going too far. And when we get back to the desk, she's like, man, I love this. This is amazing. This is exactly what I want to do. And I was like, great. It's going to be $1,500. You can tell the air got cold. Why? It's not because she didn't want training. It's because of the price. And I'm sure a lot of trainers have felt this way, or salespeople in general, but I'm speaking to trainers. So let's talk about how I overcame it. She was like, oh, I just got to think about it. No, you don't. You're 300 pounds. I was like, I understand. Everyone knows this is the traditional sales playbook. And I said, ma'am, if training was free, would you start tomorrow? And I knew she was bullshitting me as soon as she said, well, I just have to think about it. I'm not really sure. You were just telling me that you're having a great time, and all of a sudden you're not having a great time. And I hate when people lie to me. I take it personally. But I wasn't going to let that ruin the sale. So I wasn't going to get hostile. But I asked her this, ma'am, can I be honest with you? And she was like, yeah, but you're not getting the sale. And in my mind, I'm like, you don't fucking know that. So ma'am, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like being fake with people, and I'm not gonna be corporate with you. And this is everything that partially what I've been doing is politics, but I'm gonna show you if we're gonna work together, this is exactly who I am. I want you to be successful, even if that's not working with me. Planet Fitness offers free trainers down the street, but at the end of the day, those are new trainers with a new certification. They get paid $9 an hour to stay there 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, and they barely know what they're talking about, and they get their workouts off ChatGPT. And the thing is, you're gonna sit so much less value for extremely less of a price, because I understand the situation is a price issue. And she was quiet, which means I have more room to talk. I said, ma'am, you're 300 pounds. You have kids? I'm not sure if you have grandkids yet, but how do you feel that you can't run with them? Do you have a problem walking upstairs, that you look in the mirror and you're not happy with the person that you see? I think you deserve better, but why don't you think that for yourself? She was teared up. I was like, hey, listen, time to make a decision. Are you going to let that fear rule the rest of your life? Are we going to start tomorrow working out? Slid it her way. Legit, we have a card reader. Slid it her way. She tapped it. She was like, okay, we'll do it. And legit gave her one of my best trainers. Sometimes people need the tough love and to be talked to real as shit so that they can actually make the change instead of staying in fear.